Welcome to the Overlooked Sports Podcast, everybody. Giving a voice to student athletes on the issues among the sports community that have all gone overlooked. This podcast operates as an open-door platform for student athletes and sports professionals to give an unfiltered opinion on being in the sports community during a time of social injustice. I'm your host, Emmett Lynch, former defensive back at Northern Illinois and University of Northern Iowa. I know, guys, relax. It may not be Power 5, but my guests are. And along the journey, I've sat with several Division I players across the country, and we shared stories about our time within the system. And one of the athletes I met on this journey is from my hometown place of birth, Sweet Home, Alabama. My co-host, Vohn Leon. Vohn, how's it going, my friend?
Man, I'm glad to be here. But one thing I got to say to the audience, man, I can promise you guys, no matter the conference or division, we all go through the same issues in college sports. But the beauty of this podcast is that it covers from all perspectives of the D1 athlete, from the walk-on to the five-star recruit. Along this journey, I'm going to be your co-host. Name is Vohn Leon, former outside linebacker / defense end at the University of Alabama and the University of Southern Mississippi.
Nice. I started my documentation, I would say about my sophomore year of high school. And it was at a period of time when I was kind of living a double life at the time. I was going to performing arts. I went to a performing arts academy separate from my high school. And so I was kind of like football player on the weekdays and got really artsy and creative on the weekends. Not too many people know about that. But essentially, I was able to kind of work as a child actor when I was younger. I went to John Robert Power, Chicago, and I was able to book a manager and a talent agent, one in Los Angeles and one in Chicago. But once it came time for me to graduate high school, my management company, they hit me up and they were like, "Oh, we're super excited for you to just get ready to pack up all your things and move to LA. We're already looking at places for you and a legal guardian to stay and things like that." And as awesome as that sounded, I've been playing football since I was like 6 years old, bro.
Yeah.
So like, us kids, you know what I'm saying? Like all we seeing is I got an opportunity. I got seasons to play, so I'm trying to go to the league.
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
Exactly. So I'm like, all right, well, as awesome as that sounds with me moving to LA right out of high school, I figured it would be a no-brainer, for me to actually go to college and, one, get a college education, and for two, I got to play some ball.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Got to lace them up, man.
Exactly. Got to lace up the cleats. Got to see if I could go to the league, especially. So, I said, if I'm going to stop with entertainment and go all in with sports, I'm going to document the whole process.
Wow.
So basically, whenever I do make it, when I do go to the league, I'll have all of this road to glory material. I will be the athlete that won't be afraid to get in front of the camera and kind of express themselves in ways undone. And my experience was far from road to glory. And I really started looking at the grand scheme of things because with me documenting these instances of my football career, it traveled with me, from when I signed to NIU, and it was just outside the city, so it was kind of like a perfect fit for me. And turns out my career at NIU was over before it even started because I got injured. Tore my labrum. The summer workouts.
That's a pain right there.
Big pain, bro. Big pain. And I pretty much they let me know that I was going to be taken off the roster immediately until I healed. And my no scholarship kicked in for me or anything at the university. So I stuck it out for as long as I could, but ultimately I felt like it was best if I transferred. Yeah. Because due to coaching staff changes and all the natural progressions that happen to us student athletes.
Oh, right. 1,000%.
So, so I transferred to the University of Northern Iowa, and the documentation just kept growing. And essentially the story was just going to be about me and happened like individually with my career, but as I started to kind of express myself to my teammates, I realized that there were multiple players on the team that felt the exact same way that I felt. And I felt like if I'm going to portray this, if I'm going to make a doc about the harsh realities of the college football system and portray it as a national issue, I need to naturally make it that, you know? And so that involves going out and, you know, actually speaking to other players from schools across the country. And I felt like the documentary, the docu-series, whatever it turns out to be, it's going to be a huge tool for social change, you know?
Exactly.
So yeah, that's what brought me here, and that's pretty much what this whole platform turned into, and I'm just excited that we were able to meet along this journey, and yeah, man, it's really great to have you. This is amazing.
Oh yeah, I'm excited, man, because that's initially when I kind of fell in love with your overall project, man. When you showed me the videos and your experience and what you went through, you know, it's very, very similar to all the athletes nowadays because, you know, they go through stuff that's very, very similar to our experience. For me, I grew up in Mobile, Alabama. You know, down in that city, it's usually, you know, either sports or music, one of the two.
Yeah.
And so when I graduated, I had two opportunities. It was either go to Southern Miss or Alabama. I went to Southern Miss due to academic reasons and for financial reasons. When I was there, obviously, we didn't do so good in the time I was there, just for forewarning. So it was like we won like 4 games in 2 seasons, man. I was just like, gosh. Yeah. But, man, it was exciting, though, because I learned a lot when I was there, man. I was just like overall the amount of resources that a school can provide to you being a small school compared to when I transferred to the University of Alabama. And, you know, when a powerhouse like that that's bringing in, you know, a huge amount of money every year. Big bread.
Every year.
I kind of noticed that, you know, things are handled and managed differently, you know, especially at Southern Miss. You know, the coaches can do all they can for you. But, you know, as athletes, you got to take care of what's yours. And, you know, if you're going to go down the path of, you know, being a walk-on or preferred walk-on or whatever, like I was back then, and, you know, things don't work out where you have a disagreement with anybody or what else, you got to protect your vision and your dream.
Totally.
And that's what I saw in yours, you know. I saw how you really wanted to go to the league, how you wanted to pursue it, how you wanted to make a man of yourself and literally achieve that. Because every kid grows up wanting to go to the league when he plays football. Mm-hmm. You know, that's the end goal, you know, because everybody wants to buy their mom a house one day. I do. And so...
we still on the journey.
Exactly. We're going to get there for sure. But yeah, man, that's just one of the things that I was able to see in your work, man, which is why I wanted to jump on it, because I truly believe that, you know, this is going to be a platform that allows athletes to come out and express themselves. We are former athletes who have been through the ups and downs of the NCAA and just being a collegiate athlete, you know? And so we're with you because we were once you.
Exactly. Totally. Very well said, my friend. And I mean, there's never been a more important time for athletes to speak up, you know, like whether it be through racism, player safety, coaching issues, or even fair compensation, you know, like now is the time for athletes not to infamously shut up and dribble.
Exactly.
But actually speak out on what truly matters, you know, and I feel like overlooked is the platform to do it.
Amen.
So without further ado, let's get into it. This is the Overlooked Sports Podcast.